Jungkook and Park Jimin's departure for Tokyo recently caught the attention of the public, especially soldiers around the world. The moment that initially looked simple, two BTS members left for Japan together turned into a heated discussion on various social media platforms. Not without reason. The aura that emanated from Jungkook and Jimin while at the airport was considered increasingly different. Even many fans said that the two looked much more romantic than usual. Since they first appeared in the departure area, Jungkook and Jimin were immediately greeted by enthusiastic cheers from fans and media crews. Both look casual but still alluring. Jungkook with a simple outfit in dark shades looks masculine and calm, while Jimin comes with a slightly softer style, highlighting the elegant charm that has been attached to him. Their visual fusion creates a harmony that is hard to ignore, making every step of both of them in the camera's spotlight. However, it is not just about appearance that is the subject of conversation. The small interaction between Jungkook and Jimin was actually the main highlight of the departure moment. From the way they walked side by side, waiting for each other, to light gestures like glancing at each other or smiling, everything felt so natural yet meaningful. Many soldiers felt that the chemistry between the two was getting stronger, even looking more intimate than before. One of the most viral moments was when Jimin seemed to notice Jungkook with a gentle look as they walked towards the departure gate. Jungkook, who realized this, replied with a thin smile that immediately made the atmosphere warm. That brief moment may only last a few seconds, but it's enough to make fans fail to move on and keep talking about it over and over again. Not only that, there are also moments where Jungkook is seen reflexively adjusting his steps to stay on par with Jimin. Such a little thing is considered a form of sincere attention, which further strengthens the impression of closeness between them. The army quickly flooded social media with analysis, from slow-motion videos to a collection of photos showing the pair interacting from multiple angles. This phenomenon is actually not the first time it occurs. Jungkook and Jimin have been known to have a very close relationship for a long time. Their strong friendship is often seen on various occasions, both on stage and behind the scenes. However, the moment of departure to Tokyo this time feels different. There is something warmer, deeper, and more emotional that the camera manages to capture. Many fans are of the opinion that this change may have been influenced by the long journey they've been on together. After going through various phases in their careers, including a challenging conscription period, Jungkook and Jimin now look more mature and mature. This maturity is not only reflected in their attitude as individuals, but also in the way they interact with each other. The departure to Tokyo itself is believed to be related to the important schedule they will undergo in Japan, be it concerts, fan meetings, or other promotional activities. Japan is one of the biggest markets for BTS, and every visit there is always greeted with great enthusiasm. The presence of Jungkook and Jimin certainly added to the euphoria. On the other hand, ARMY's reaction to this moment is also proof of how much love and attention is given to the two idols. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Jimin were immediately trending across the country, with millions tweeting about every little detail of their departure. From outfits, to facial expressions, to brief interactions, everything is analyzed with enthusiasm. Interestingly, many fans also admitted that they felt mixed emotions when they saw the moment. On the one hand, they were happy to see Jungkook and Jimin looking so close and happy. But on the other hand, there is also a sense of emotion that arises, given the long journey they have gone through to get to this point. All of that makes the moment of departure to Tokyo feel like more than just an ordinary trip. The romantic aura touted by fans can actually be interpreted in various ways. For some, it may reflect a deep emotional closeness between two best friends. While for others, the aura can be interpreted as a form of strong chemistry that is difficult to explain in words. Whatever the interpretation, what is clear is that this moment managed to touch the hearts of many people. It is undeniable that Jungkook and Jimin have an incredible attraction, both individually and as a duo. When both are in one frame, there is a special energy created, as if they complement each other in a unique way. This is what makes every interaction they're always awaited by fans. In the future, many hope that moments like these will continue, both in official activities and in their day-to-day. ARMY certainly wants to see more of the warm and sincere side of Jungkook and Jimin's relationship, which has been one of BTS's biggest attractions. The departure to Tokyo may be just the beginning of the series of activities they will undergo. But for the fans, the moment was enough to leave a deep impression, a proof that even in small things, Jungkook and Jimin are able to create unforgettable memories. In the end, what made this moment so special was not just a trip to Tokyo, but rather the feeling they managed to convey to the fans. A warmth, closeness, and honesty that feels real, even if only through the screen. And maybe that's the reason why Jungkook and Jimin always manage to make ARMY fall in love, again and again. It is undeniable that Jungkook and Jimin have an incredible attraction, both individually and as a duo. When both are in one frame, there is a special energy created, as if they complement each other in a unique way. This is what makes every interaction they're always awaited by fans. Entering the edition of an increasingly talked about moment, several video recordings from different angles show details that previously might have been missed. In one of the clips, Park Jimin is seen subtly tidying up Jungkook's clothing, a small gesture that immediately sparked a splashy reaction from the ARMY. The spontaneous action is considered a form of natural attention that is difficult to make up, adding a warm impression between the two. In addition, Jungkook's facial expression, which looks softer when he is near Jimin, is also in the spotlight. Many fans compared the expression with previous moments and concluded that there were quite significant changes. Jungkook appears more relaxed, more open, and more often shows a slight smile that is rarely seen in formal situations such as at airports. Not stopping there, the interaction of the two when greeting fans also showed an interesting synchronization. When Jimin waved his hand, Jungkook reflexively followed with almost simultaneous movements. This shows the closeness that has been formed naturally, as if they have understood the rhythm of each other without the need for much verbal communication. Even after entering the examination area, the attention towards Jungkook and Jimin did not subside. Some reports from fans who are on site mentioned that the two were still seen talking lightly and occasionally laughing together. Although it was not clear what they were talking about, the relaxed atmosphere further reinforced the impression that they were enjoying the company. This moment of departure also sparked a wave of creativity among the ARMY. Many fans made video edits, fan art, to long threads discussing the timeline of Jungkook and Jimin's interaction from start to finish at the airport. Every little detail is processed into engaging content, showing how much impact the moment has had on the fan community. More than just viral, this incident also shows how the relationship between BTS members always has a special place in the hearts of fans. Jungkook and Jimin's closeness is one clear example that strong chemistry doesn't always have to be demonstrated with big things. Precisely, through simple gestures and brief interactions, they are able to convey deeper and more sincere feelings. As time went on, expectations of Jungkook and Jimin's activities in Tokyo increased. Many are curious if there will be similar moments that come back while they are there. Not a few also hope that this togetherness will continue on various other occasions, both on stage and behind the scenes. Ultimately, this departure is not only about the physical journey from one country to another, but also about the emotional journey felt by the fans. Jungkook and Jimin, with all the warmth and closeness they showed, managed to create a simple but meaningful story. And perhaps, behind all the spotlight and speculation, the most important thing is the fact that Jungkook and Park Jimin remain themselves, two individuals who support each other, understand each other, and continue to walk together, both on stage and in everyday life.